Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the latest issue of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer magazine. Now, as per usual with all these videos, if you like them, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course drop me a comment down below. I love hearing back from you guys, and it goes a super massive way to helping out the channel too. Now, this week we're on issue number 18 of Stormbringer magazine, and we have some reinforcements for our Cruel Boys. We have the Kunnin crew. So this is the Cruel Boys warband from the Warhammer Underworlds range. It's pretty cool, all on pre-sculpted bases. They're pretty neat, pretty unique. There's 5 of them, so you get 2 Auric Cruel Boys, you get 2 Grots and 1 Hobgrot as part of the little group. And the idea with these is if you are building your own army list, you have to take all 5 of these as one combined unit, and they would move together and they will fight together and stuff like that. So that's the idea behind it if you're going to use these in your own army lists at some point later on. Now, the one thing I will point out is obviously some parts are a little bit delicate, and this is no kind of stranger. Good part of mine is broken. A nice big chunk, so I will have to do some jiggery pokery to fit that together and make it whole and make it resemble a part of the mini that's actually right, which could be an absolute nightmare to do, I'm not going to lie, but I will give it a try and give it my best, and hopefully the little piece of plastic is still in the sleeve, although it doesn't look like it is in the bag for the magazine. Oh well, that's a shame. Never mind, it is what it is. Anyway, the other thing with this issue that we get is our double-sided playmat. So this is obviously the second playmat out of the two so far. It is double-sided, so we have a nice big ashen barren wasteland on one side, and we have a kind of a side that is strewn with dangers, whether it's a spider courts, whether it is little spiders roaming around, and fissures and other kind of obstacles. So pretty cool stuff, and yeah, they're always very, very good. The idea with these playmats as well is over the course of a magazine we get 4 in total, and all 4 can be combined to make one large playmat and utilised as a full battlefield. So when we've got all the armies, we can have big massive armies fighting against each other, and yeah, go from there. So not too bad, pretty good stuff. Into the issue itself though, first off we're greeted by the Stormcast Eternals and information about the Storm hosts, so if you like your lore, this is the section for you. So, the Stormcast Eternals are divided into armies known as Storm hosts, each of which contains scores of armoured warriors united by common cause. Every Storm host is legendary in the mortal realms. The first Storm host that we get information on is the Hammers of Sigmar. So Hammers of Sigmar is your generic kind of army. So if you were comparing it to, say, Warhammer 40k, the generic army that you see a lot of is Ultramarines for the Space Marines, and for Hammers of Sigmar is your one for good old Age of Sigmar. So pretty cool stuff. So to Sigmar and many of the people of the mortal realms, the Hammers of Sigmar are the exemplars of everything a Stormcast Eternals should be. They were the first Storm host to be founded, the first to strike the realms during Sigmar's storm, and they claim to have never retreated from a foe. Much is expected of the Hammers of Sigmar, and they work tirelessly to maintain their reputation as golden examples to the people of the realms. So, nice bit of information there. Moving on, we get a bit more information about a couple of the others. So we get information for the Anvils of the Helden Hammer, a Shayishan-based Storm host. So they are more grim, they are a little bit more of the power of death and death magic revolving around them because they are from Shyish. Then we have the Hallowed Knights. Hallowed Knights are warriors of unceasing faith. They wield their burning zeal as a shield, descending into the darkest and most corrupt corners of the realms without fear. So, pretty good stuff. Then we also get the Celestial Vindicators. So the Celestial Vindicators, who have generally a kind of a blue armour. So the Celestial Vindicators are Sigmar's wrathful warriors. Forged from the souls of those who sought revenge upon chaos, They are filled with unquenchable hatred. In battle, they unleash their full fury, falling upon their enemies in a hail of whirling sword strikes. And then we have the Astral Templars. So the Astral Templars are red armoured storm host. So the first Astral Templars were forged from the souls of beast hunting tribespeople in Gur. They keep their ancestral traditions alive, honing their skills in monster hunts against creatures that would threaten Sigmar's people. The Astral Templars are joyous and ferocious warriors. So, if you want something that's a bit more of a beast hunter, then the Astral Templars are the kind of storm host for you. If not, then you can always create your own, or you can go with one of the others, so whether it's Celestial Vindicators, Anvils of a Heldenhammer, Hallowed Knights, you can have the Lions of Sigmar like I did with Mortal Realms magazine, entirely up to you, but pretty decent stuff. Then we get more information for the Realm of Beasts, a savage history. So, Gur has always been a savage realm defined by earth-shattering battles. Even in the glory days of the Age of Myth, the realm was a war-torn and brutal land. Not even the endless horrors of the Age of Chaos were able to break the spirit of a realm and its hardy inhabitants. Conflict is the only constant in Gur. Now, the main bit here that is listed here, you do have this kind of children's art, as I'm going to call it, which depicts Kragnos 3 times, which is pretty cool, and you also get a Dracoth as well, so which is really cool stuff. So, in the Age of Myth, the heartlands of Gur were fought over by the monstrous empires of the Draconith, towering draconic beings, and the Drogul, hulking brutish centaurs. After centuries, this war has been sparked anew by Kragnos, last of the Drogkuch, whatever, I don't know, who leads forces of destruction in battle. So, pretty cool stuff there. We get a bit more information about Beast Keeps as well. So, during the Age of Chaos, Archaon and legions of warriors attempted to tame and control Gur, but the Oryx of the Ironjaw war clans resisted any attempt at control. Every time a Chaos Keep was raised to secure a region, the Ironjaws delighted in smashing it down, or at the very least, besieging it day and night. Because, why not? And then we also have the rise of Gordrak as well. So Gordrak is said to have merged into being from an enormous fish-shaped crater in Gur. In the Age of Sigmar, Gordrak captured I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name there. So, allowing his hordes to pour through the realm gate within the colossal god beast's throat. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, information about the realm of beasts that everybody needs, so why not? Then we get our Kunnin crew kind of page, so obviously giving us all the names of the different guys. So the Snatcher crew, who is your little chaps down there, and you get your name. So you got Manok the Cunning, Torka, Fugskull, Gickit, Shank, and Krug Grin. So, names that you're always going to remember, obviously. But yeah, really, really good stuff. So they're pretty cool, and they look unique, don't they? So really good stuff. Then you got your instructions. It's all push fit models. You're not going to go wrong with it. Obviously, if you're like me and you've got a broken one, obviously that's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside. So that staff is not complete, so it is what it is. But yeah, we'll try and persevere through it anyway. But yeah, otherwise very straightforward to put together because they're push fit models. Painting them also very, very simple. Paint them very, very similar to how you've already painted your crawl boys. With the idea with these, if you are going for the standard look for them, they do have a lot of black fabric over them instead of just browns. So definitely worth checking out and having a good nosy through it before you get going with it. Obviously, if you're painting along with the magazine, you're not going to have everything to get going yet, so you will have a lot of nice shiny metal areas, which will eventually be darkened down with, good old Norn oil, more than likely, I reckon, from all of this. You could use Agrax Earthshade, it gives it a bit of an earthy tone, but it won't look right, in all honesty. Then we have our good old Cunning Crew Crawl Boys kind of war scrolls. So, very straightforward, obviously utilising all their moves, rules and wounds. So obviously Manok being the leader, or the leader, should I say, of the Cruel Boys, of his the Kunnin crew. He does have more wounds than everybody else and operates a little bit on his own. The rest of the Kunnin crew all work together and move at the same time, so really, really good stuff there. Otherwise though, pretty cool. You keep them all together, work through, and away you go. We also get our war scroll for Zandire's Truth Seekers, who also are the other warband that we've already had from good old the Stormcast Eternals range. Very, very good units in all honesty, and these work in the same way, so you get all your instructions of how to utilise these guys properly and within everything, but otherwise pretty good stuff. And then we move on, we get more of our basic rules about all your deployment zones and everything like that, and how to utilise the sides of your battlefield, and of course a few ideas for how to deploy if you wish to. And then we also get our battle, so our first battle for the week, so pretty cool. Moving on though, we are going to get a few more bits. So on this page we can see that we are going to get some pretty cool units. So on here you will be able to see there are some Gloomspite Gits coming, so good old grots, plenty of grots. There are more hobgrots coming, so which are just on there. We have some more scenery for fountain pieces and things like that from the newer ranges. We have a Marsh Crawler Slogoth, which is sooner rather than later as well, so really good stuff there. We have some more Stormcast Eternals, we have Griffhounds, we have the Judicar, we have some Sylvaneth as well. So really, really good stuff to look forward to. So we're going to get some Squigs, we're going to get some Gloomspite Gits, we are going to get some Sylvaneth, we're going to get some pretty cool Stormcast Eternals to keep us going, and some good scenery as well. But that's all to come. That's from issue 21. However, next week we have the awesome Gardas Steel Soul, a super cool hero for your Stormcast Eternals. A brilliant mini as well. It's a really nice mini. It's a very nicely sculpted action piece mini, carrying his sword and hammer, and having these lovely tassels following him behind, like he's just done a superhero landing. Pretty good stuff. And then issue 20, we get part 1 of the Marsh Crawler Slogoth, our first big beastie from the Cruel Boys range. Has different build options as well, so you can utilise them with the kind of catchers, or you can use them with nets and a bit bow, I think the other one is. But yeah, so there are some slight differences if you want to. So if you are going to go for a big Cruel Boys range, get 2. Build 1 of each one, so why not? Have a bit of fun with it. But otherwise, that's it for this week. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will catch you sometime in the near future. Bye bye now.